Hello my friends, Noah, Hammond, Tyrrell, back with another video, and today we're going to explore the 3 most important lessons that took me 29 years to learn. Now the inspiration from this video comes from my recent birthday, and I actually shot this video live on my birthday for you on the beach with unfortunately very bad audio. So here we are back at the casa to bring it on in for all of you once again. So lesson number 1, commitment. Now the word commitment for me has always meant shackles, chains, bondage, enslavement, an encroachment on my liberty, an encroachment on my spontaneity. It meant bad things. And the key lesson that I learned this year and that I finally really locked in and got present to, with really ultimately years of struggle and challenge in order to see this so clearly, is that commitment is actually the opposite of all those words I just shared with you. Commitment is where your greatest freedom lies. Now, I'm talking about commitment in the sense of commitment to your growth, commitment to your morals, commitment to your learning, commitment to your purpose, your mission, your calling, commitment to what you were made for. And the thing is that for me at least, on one side of my commitment, seeing the commitment out here, it looked like shackles. And as I've stepped through it, by acknowledging through the stubbornness and the pain and all the trials and tribulations it took for me to step into it, by acknowledging what it truly is, that it is that freedom and not that bondage, that's where I found some of the most joyful times, some of the most peaceful times, so much of the contentment that I feel waking up knowing that I'm moving in the direction I'm really meant to be going. And it ultimately leads us to the second lesson that I feel like I really locked in this year, is surrender. Now, I'm not talking about surrender in the typical way where it's like, oh, this is the ups and downs of life and I must surrender to that. I'm talking about it more in regards to your alignment, what you're here to do. We grew up in a society, in a world really, that has so much information coming in, so much pre-manufactured results and desires. Oh, I want to be rich. Oh, I want a mansion and yacht. Oh, I want to be on a boat with beautiful women popping champagne and 6 women for every guy on there. Oh, I want to be, ripped 6-pack guy. I want to be a martial arts guy. Whatever it is, like whatever we see in the movies, whatever we see in our sports athletes, whatever we see all around us, it leads us to desire and crave different results based on our programming, our conditioning, who we grew up around, what we grew up seeing, and what was valued and idolized by our immediate surroundings and our culture in general. And ultimately, this brings a lot of pain to the conscious individual, to the person who is committed to living their greatest life possible, being their best self possible, when you have these old programs that are so deeply ingrained from childhood programming or wherever they come from that tell you want one thing. The constant struggle is staying in alignment with what's really true for you and what you are really here to do. And the personal development community, myself included, I think we've always talked about this thing as alignment is something you lay on top of. You find alignment, you bring alignment in, you create alignment through journaling and exercises and all of these things. And what I got really present to this year is that alignment, it really looks a lot more like surrender. And if you start to look at the cues in your life and the things that are calling you forth and the things that you're naturally good at and the things that fill you up with energy and the things that challenge you to grow, and if you look at those things, they're calling your attention towards what it is you were made for and what it is that is inviting you to surrender to it. So alignment is not something that we stack on top of ourselves. It's a letting go of everything else that's not true, so that we can surrender to what we were built for, what we were made for. And to find that surrender, for me, took commitment. Because in the commitment, you basically give your ego no other option. You give yourself the opportunity to step fully through the portal, so to speak, into that which you were built for, and to let everything else fade away, even if it's shiny, even if it's magical, even if it's making somebody else millions of dollars or getting someone else laid 5,000 times a day, whatever else it is, it all fades away because your truth has the opportunity to land for you because you allow yourself to surrender to it through your commitment to be who you're here to be, to live your greatest life possible, and to do that in authenticity with your truth, which is unique to you and doesn't look any specific way except for what is in your story, in your plan. And that takes surrender. It takes letting go. Now, the third lesson that I feel like I really locked in this year is in the space of giving. We can say it's just give. And what this looks like is recognizing that fundamentally human beings thrive on service. We are service creatures. We serve each other. We serve our communities. We serve our families. We serve our clients and our customers. We serve and we thrive on serving. It's fundamental in nature. You see it everywhere. Everything serves everything. The fruit tree serves the birds, and the birds serve the fruit tree by spreading its seeds. There's a cycle of service that exists everywhere in nature. And it is only in the human experience that we get inundated with me conversation, with I conversation. And we start to do a tit for tat type of service where it's like, I'm only going to grow these fruits if you birds guarantee you're going to come eat them and spread my seeds. Otherwise, I don't know if I want to grow these fruits, right? And in that, there's just a lot of ego, and there's a lot of rules, and there's a lot of logistics, and there's a lot less truth, and there's a lot less heart. And in the space of just giving your greatest gifts, giving what you can, giving how you can right now, immediately, it connects you in to that commitment to being who you're here to be, and that surrender to living as the vessel or the channel or the being that you were built to be. And so these three lessons have kind of come in at the forefront of my learning in this past year. And again, it came through a lot of struggle, a lot of challenge and eventual triumph. And really what it came down to is allowing myself to be who I'm here to be, letting go of all other preconceived notions of what that looks like, what that means. And it's almost like there's a simplicity in it all. There's a simplicity in the commitment. This all sounds complicated maybe at first, like, no, this is so much stuff and you didn't give me like a specific action plan, and like, how am I gonna be able to do all that? Start with the commitment. Make a commitment to be who you're here to be. And if you don't know who you are here to be yet, well, that commitment will breathe you into asking the right questions or finding the right mentors or taking the right actions. And the commitment will eventually lead you to a place where you see all that you're not, so you can surrender to that which you are. And all along the way, if you just give, you're going to find these answers way faster, and it's going to become way more obvious, and it's going to be a lot more fun. So I hope that's been helpful. This is the stuff that was really challenging me these past 29 years. And I look forward to making another one of these videos next year on my birthday for the 3 lessons that took me 30 years to learn. Until then, please comment below. Let me know what this helps you with, or what this inspires in you, or if there's something you want to share about how this can move you forward, or how you can support me moving forward. We're all in this together after all. And I'm so happy to be supporting you with these videos. Please like them, share them if you think this is going to make a difference for someone that you care about. And I'll be back soon with another video. Much love.